should chill a little bit because I think everybody's probably booted
All right.
off the old feed, so they gotta get a couple minutes to like see what's going on here.
Oh, so like okay.
Let me just see. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't even see it.
Yeah, hold on. So yeah, this video has been removed.
Oh, now I see you.
There we go. So let me just pause. There we go.
All right.
I'm just getting all set up here.
Sorry, people. Professional.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, sorry about that, everybody. Randy tried to. I'm not even gonna say it because I'm not gonna bust your balls. But
yeah. I was trying to use a device, but look.
No, you were trying to get in it early and prep, and you fucked it up. That's awesome.
The screen isn't going up my nose. It's a little better. The lighting is a little nicer. You can see.
Which nobody gives a shit about a hangout, but okay.
I give a shit, so that's what
great.
matters. So that's
you gonna watch yourself later.
Absolutely. You mean you're not?
No, I never watch it. Why would I?
You're full of shit, dude. You watch it.
No, I'm not. Why would I watch it?
All right.
Well, I'm not gonna watch it.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to episode 2 of Nerd Out, and we're ready to go, man. This has been a pretty nerd-tastic week. Neither you and I have seen Guardians of the Galaxy yet, which is I guess old news now. But we're going to see it Friday, right? You're still in?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm really excited to see it. I'm not as excited as I would be last week. But
what's up, Chris? I'm just saying hi to the guys.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to start off right off the bat.
Help yourself, buddy.
This week, they showed the Blade Runner trailer, and I'm a Blade Runner junkie, man.
It looks good.
What did you think of it?
I think it was pretty good, man. I'm excited for it. I'll see it. I mean, it's hard to tell.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it visually looks good. It looks like they captured the intentional cheesy future of the first one, which I dig. You know,
it had the sweet Vangelis type sound.
Yeah, and like that fairy dancer guy, like totally fits that future. So
I don't even remember the fairy dancer, but Bautista's in it. He looks like a buddy of mine, so it always drives me crazy because I mean, it doesn't just look like he looks like almost identical. Maybe with a few less pounds.
What's up, Phantom Super? Hello. Somebody said hey to me, so.
No, they say hi back. That's great. So, fuck you guys for not caring about Blade Runner as much as I do.
Dude, it's great, but the trailer shows nothing. It could be a great trailer. It could be, but I mean, it didn't show a damn thing. I don't know. Yeah. I'll see it.
Were you kind of hoping Ryan Gosling was going to do a La La Land singing dance number?
Yes. Was he in that? I actually haven't seen that one.
Yeah. I saw it with my wife, and I'll be honest with you, I'll be honest with you. I'll admit, I like the movie Grease. I'm gonna come to the forefront and say it. I even like Rocky Horror Picture Show, but other than
I'll bet you do.
Music, it's okay. But
yeah, it's okay, man. It's fine. Yep.
I'm not a song and dance guy. I do like Grease, and you know what? I'm gonna confess right here. I like fucking Grease 2. That's serious to confess
Michelle
that.
Pfeiffer's first, it's all right.
That's right.
So
that's right, Michelle. I think Michelle Pfeiffer in Grease 2 was one of those moments for like women discovering women, like her in that pink jacket, and she was a mean girl. I think that could have started my like attraction to mean women. Maybe.
Good
I don't know.
You, man. That's really deep, man. That's sweet.
Yeah, no. It is deep. All right, fine. We'll get off Grease 2, but I'm not a musical
Help
guy.
yourself, man. You can go for it. So, Grease. It's
all right.
I'm sorry. I'm just setting up my chat here. Where the hell?
Yeah. All right. So from La La Land to the It trailer, what'd you think?
It? I'll see it.
Yeah. Because I mean, I know you're going to see it, but do you have anything to expand upon beside I'll see it? I mean, did it look like what you were looking for?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good, man. I mean, like I said, it's so hard to tell today because you don't like trailers don't tell you anything. It's like a whole trailer is a movie itself, It's like it tells you everything and tells you nothing. It just tells you exactly what they want you to know. So, but I mean,
I
I
mean,
think the creature looks a little creepy. It looks, the atmosphere looks pretty good. It looks like it captured the first like 10 minutes of the old movie pretty well. But I'll see it. Hell yeah, I think I'm excited. What do you think?
I think it looks good, but for some reason the clown looks a little CG to me, even though it probably isn't. I don't know what it is. There's something about I'm on board with certain levels of CG, but when it comes to horror, CG and horror does not work. Have you ever seen a movie with CG blood? It's the worst
Yeah, it doesn't
thing
work.
ever. It does not work for me. I can deal with some suspense of disbelief or when it comes to like science fiction or action, but with horror, if you put CG blood, it takes me out of it completely. Like I need to see like real guts spewing and I need to see real.
I like sloppy guts, man. Me too.
Yeah.
CG blood doesn't work. I like Blade. No way. I love that movie.
Yeah, that's it.
But the blood just it didn't really, the whole Lamagra like thing. So
Yeah, but that's it, All right, let's get right to it. You got the fucking Draken.
Fuck, I did. Yeah, I did.
Tell
It's
me,
pretty sweet. It's like
you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh wow, you even opened it.
Yeah, I opened it. Yeah, it's badass, man. I mean, whether it's the best, I don't know where it ranks on Valkyrie level, but it's definitely the best antagonist vehicle ever. I think ever, because it's sort of like what? Go ahead.
What other antagonist vehicles do we have?
A Galage, a battle pod.
Wow, that's getting really nerdy because I can't fucking tell you what that is.
Yeah, the Chiron pod. The battle pods from that. Yeah. They all look real utilitarian and stuff. And this is like the first enemy vehicle, really, that looks like they have as much personality as the good guys. It's like they have like hash marks and markings, and it's like these guys are proud of their ship too, and they go home and they tell their kids about the battles they fight. Where it's just you don't really see that in a Zentradi battle pod. They're all the same. Where it's like this is sort of custom.
Can you show it again?
Yeah,
I'm like you were Mr. Poopy Pants last night, and I understand, but like I didn't get to hear about it. Wow, it is pretty cool. But how's the robot mode? Is it?
It's pretty sweet. Good? Yeah, I mean it's weird because it's like it looks more like an animal than it does like a dude, the head. It looks like a Greek god or an Egyptian god. Actually, it looks like Anubis. I thought.
Yeah,
I dig it a lot.
It's kind of buggish. So where do you like it better than the VF-31? We're gonna get all the Macross talk out of the way for you guys because I know some of you guys are very hateful towards the Macross talk. So let's get out of the way.
Who hates it?
I don't know. You know what the thing is if people are into Macross, they're into it, and if they're not, then it's like speaking another language. And I understand. I think that's like that for anything. But if we talk about like superhero movie, like everybody knows superhero movie. So when you start talking about Macross, it is so niche, and that's fine.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
There isn't anything wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just stating the fact.
What they say.
So yeah, it's Oh, cool. Okay, so Sportimus likes Macross. So do you like it better than the VF-31?
What would you like to control the conversation? Do you have something you want to talk about?
No, I'm listening to you. I'm asking you questions. Wow, you're getting a little upset, dude.
No, not at all. I'm just saying you seem to be scared about talking about such niche things. Like what else we got?
No. I'm with you. I'm just observing. Where would you rank it? Do you like it better than the VF-31?
I don't know. Probably. It's close. I mean, the whole thing is it's really difficult. The transformation is insane. It's I don't know. It's close. I like them both. They're both too new to me to really say. But I definitely like it more than the SV-51. And somebody commented, I'm sorry, I can't keep up with the comments. You're right. The SV-51 is a lot like it, meaning like custom and
yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think of that. I should have. But yes, you're right. So, but what else? You got something to show us or what?
You know what? Actually, Chris just asked what I think of the Mezco previews exclusives variants of Deadpool, Spider-Man, and Wolverine. I'm going to tell you what I think. I like the Spider-Man and the Wolverine and Deadpool have inched me closer to. I don't want to say giving up on Mezco, but it has moved me away from Mezco. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's too fucking much. You cannot, it's my fault for deciding to be all in. So it's like it's not Mezco's fault. They're being opportunists.
Are you in though still, or are you done?
Nah, I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at like overall like spending, and like I don't mind. I love the Mezcos and I love their presence, but if I have to start, I have the completest mentality. If I have to start buying gray Deadpools and gray, like those aren't even secondary costumes to me. Like X-Force Wolverine, fuck that. Like if it was a Tiger Stripe Wolverine, I'm on board. If it was even, I don't even like the whatever the most modern yellow and blue Wolverine is, I would have been on board. It's like, but this is like silver Wolverine. It looks better than the other Wolverine because he doesn't have boxer shorts. I'll give him that. But fuck that, dude. What I have to do is I have to learn to compartmentalize everything and not be a completist with it. Does that make sense? Like you
Sure,
understand?
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, the whole thing is they lost me. I hate to say it, that Captain Marvel took me out of it, and I don't know why. I know a lot of people love it, but I just was like, nope. Like,
yeah, no, you definitely were not into it, and I got to be honest. Like, I really liked it, but for some reason, the magic. I don't want to say the magic is. You know what I think it is?
They're not new anymore.
Sort of mention it. Maybe that is it, but also I think they need to release like a movie property, like something with like heavy layers. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like Judge Dredd and all that shit. Like, yes, I remember looking at that thing thinking that was the most bomb-ass toy I've ever seen. And then it's like they just sort of went, I don't want to say they went downhill, but their properties sort of became more and more boring to me, you know?
I agree. Like, I want to see some like weird-ass like movie property. Or you know, I mean, like that Space Ghost I'm looking forward to because that's kind of a weird property, but like I see they're going where the money is, and I understand that, but like, I mean, they're coming out with 3 fucking Daredevils. Now they've already got 2 Wolverines, 2 Deadpools.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's too much.
I see where it's going, man. It's kind of going for me the way that like someone says Mezco John Wick. That's kind of cool. Suit and tie, though. I don't know how it's going to translate.
Dude, that'll be sweet. He'll come with more guns than the Punisher. That'll actually be a sweet toy. And you better come with the what?
Dead dog.
With a dead dog, yeah. You better come with the dog. Yeah, with the dog. He got a new dog in the second movie.
I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, so, sweet.
But that's good to know. I'm just, you know what it is? I'm not angry because Mezco is being opportunist. I'm angry because I don't know that I can keep up with it. And so I'm in this like denial phase where I'm trying to like make excuses for my inability to so it's like I gotta make excuses. I mean, is that fair? But with that said, like I don't want a gray Deadpool, and I don't want a gray Wolverine.
A gray Deadpool?
Yeah, I think he's.
Yeah, I did see
I think
that.
it's an X-Force costume.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I mean, $80 for a variant of something you already have. That's rough, man. I mean, that's yeah.
No, I agree. It is rough. But so I was actually going to mention that because I saw those. And the Spider-Man, the black Spider-Man looks fucking awesome. But I just know that I'm just going to get burnt out on the superheroes real quick. I want to see them spread it out a bit. Like the Star Trek, it was cool. Like you could pick up a Star Trek guy and then you can leave Star Trek for a little bit. And then you could get a Punisher and then you can leave superheroes for a little bit. And then you could get, I don't know.
Problem is they're not going to do anything that isn't completely mainstream because they're expensive. You know, like I'd love to say, give us a Deckard, but you're never going to get it.
Oh, man.
I mean, how sweet would that be? Or like, give us, man, I want Saturn 3 figures, man, for the life of me. I just, like.
Wow, I don't even know. Hey, I want to say what's up to Sunday Heat, by the way, because he's always hanging out and he's down. So what up on Sunday Heat? But yeah, was Saturn 3 was a anime, right, from Japan?
No, man, that's Harvey Keitel, Kurt Douglas, and Farrah Fawcett.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's obscure.
Crazy fucking robot, but it had really cool uniforms in it. It would make sweet toys, man. I would do anything to see toys of that movie.
How about a Tron? How weird would that be? Like, how weird would it be to get a Tron?
Which one? Legacy or the original?
Wow, that's a good question.
Because the original would be so awkward, man.
It would
Bunch
be
of like
awkward.
80s sort of like not fat but not really in shape guys in tight white with like pastel accents. It would be awkward.
Yeah, and if you turn off those lights on those costumes, they're just gray, right? I mean, isn't
Yeah,
that essentially?
yeah, they look like boners, man.
I would take either or. I'll be honest with you. We've talked about this many times. I love Tron Legacy. I love it. I think
Me
it was one
too.
of.
I love
I
that.
mean,
I love the shit out of that movie.
me too. Me
Yeah.
too. Flaws and all.
Yeah.
But Chris said, you just have to choose, and you're right. Like I just have to find a way to mentally choose to not be all in and just choose. It's tough, man. It's because this is like it's an intense habit and addiction, right?
Hell yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
intense. Yeah, I mean it's like and just they're popping them out so fast. That's yeah, it's
Yeah,
intense.
yeah.
Like I was pissed that I have to get 5 Valkyries now that are all basically the same toy. But when you think about it, Mezco is probably much worse. If you look at a year, how many do you think they'll come out with a year?
Are you still there? Their intention is okay. They said their original plan was 12, with exclusives in the middle. But the thing is they're exploding, man. I'm telling you. I'm not like a master. Like, oh, this is a prediction, but like an amazing insight. But like, they're in a year from now. I think they're going to have a corner of the market. I genuinely think that they are. They're like nothing else out there, and they're filling a hole for many collectors, filling a hole. But
well, yeah, because it's like it fits for the 12th scale hot toy. It's right there. I mean, it's like not a hot toy, but better than a more of a legend. I mean, hell yeah, that's its own niche, man.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, can I ask you a quick switch? What do you think of those? Did you see, like, we're going to talk a little Transformers third party. Did you see those? I guess iGear are coming out with those an Ironhide. Did you see those? And the Runabout and Runamuck? iGear, like that's what are they doing?
They're back from the dead, I guess. Yeah, I thought they were done. I mean, and I thought they looked I don't know. I thought they were okay. I mean, I won't get it, but
I actually like the Runabout and Runamuck, whatever, because they look very go body and I'm a bit obsessed with GoBots, but I have no use for that Ironhide. Like I don't really understand it. But other than that, the Wei Jing movie Bumblebee, are you in?
I'm in on that. I got to be honest. I didn't put my deposit down, but you know what? If it sells out, so be it. Like I just don't see it happening. Like
I think
would be shocked. Like, but if it does, I'll buy it off eBay, secondhand price. I'll definitely get it, and it's available.
I think I would get the Wei Jing Bumblebee. Did you see pictures of it next to the Wei Jing Optimus Prime?
No.
It's I got out to send you a link to it. It's substantially smaller, which is expected.
As it should be.
Yeah, it should be. Also, since we're on Transformer topic, I got to be honest with you. They just showed a fairly new clip of the Transformers movie where they go to like Nazi Germany and like ancient Japan or whatever.
Suck.
Dude, I actually thought it looked cool. I want to kick my own ass. I want to kick my own ass for thinking it looked cool.
I just everything I see about it scares the shit out of me. But I mean, not really. I don't expect much out of it. But I mean, yeah, I didn't see that clip. But
hey, Sunday he asked what's up with the third party GoBots, and I wondered the same thing. I was all excited about those machine robos. I got all 6 of them. They were exciting to get something non-Transformer brand transforming toys, and I don't know what's going on with them. I mean, the next one must have been Turbo, right? And like, let's not kid ourselves. Everyone wants a fucking Turbo, right? Turbo is sweet.
Is he ever going to come out? Are they indefinitely suspended or what?
Who knows what that company is? I think it's Action Toys.
Yeah.
I think the word on the street is that their designers are the designers of like fan toy stuff because they look similar. But like, I don't know what's up with them. They just like literally came out with like 3 of them or whatever, 2 of them, and then immediately came out with 2 more, and then 2 more, and then now they're just disappeared. But they showed them like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember
and we
seeing
waited.
those too. But I mean, I wonder if they're still chilling at Big Bad Toy Store. Maybe they didn't sell the way they expected them to. Did they ever clearance them out?
No, not that I know of. I mean, no doubt. I mean, Leader One and Cycle, which aren't their machine robo names, but to not sound snobby, I'll just call them Cycle and Leader One. They sold well, but I can't imagine that that the Snoop, which was the Blackbird, I can't imagine that like anyone was buying it other than machine robo GoBot fans. Yeah, or someone who's just like, this is a cool looking robot, which I don't know. You're asking if we're gonna get the Soul Chigokin Megazord. I'll let you handle that one.
Oh boy, I was pretty geeked for it, and I watched that Kuma style review, and it talked me right out of it. Like, I want to like it, and I love excuses to spend $300 on a toy, but you know, I was watching when I watched that review, I was so excited. And it was like watching Star Wars Episode 1 when the crawl comes and you're reading like, whoa, what? And you're like squinting and they like you're a half hour in and bored. That's what I felt like. I wasn't feeling it. I totally just was not feeling it. So I think I got a pass on it, honestly.
Well, here's the story with that. Real quick, by the way, Ryan, that was funny comment. Yeah, in the trailer, the Anne Frank, this Transformers trailer, the Anne Frank house transformed. That was funny. Anyways, okay, so here's the deal. So,
is that a joke or did it really?
No, I think it really did. I don't know. Ryan, is that a joke? Wow. Is that a joke, Ryan, or did it? Because that would be crazy. All right, so Motor City Comic-Con, the big comic convention here in Detroit, is coming next weekend, and our good buddy MotorCityToyStore.com, Nick, is doing a big blowout. He's setting up. We're going to set up there with him, and then I guess that evening we're going to do a poker game. We're going to play a poker game where the winner takes a Megazord, a Soul Chigokin Megazord, and I'm going to win because, well, I will myself to win. But I'll be honest with you, after watching that review, if I don't win it, I don't think I'm going to put down $300 for it. It just looked like a regular Megazord.
Dang. I didn't like how the legs. I didn't like how it all came together in back. I don't know what it was. It just I was not feeling it. I'm like, no. Yeah, I guess it looked just like a regular Megazord, but metal, or they had metal actually.
I would imagine. I'm sure in hand it'll be a different story, but they're saying it's just. Yeah,
I thought it was fucking boring, man. And Power Rangers were never my thing. So
they weren't my thing either. But I want to play. You know what it is? If I don't win it, which I'm gonna win it, I look forward to playing with whoever does win it, whether it's you, Dave, Andy, or Nick. I'm gonna beat the shit out of it. But I don't think I'm gonna be. I don't know. Then again, if I play with my Megazord and I'm blown away, I guess I'll buy it. I don't know. We'll see. But that's a big deal, and I guess it's shipping now, right?
Oh, that is a good question. I don't know, but I would assume so.
You're useless.
Yes, I am. Useless. That's true.
You're absolutely useless.
Yep.
Oh man. So Megazords. Can I just show you something I got today? I'm so excited. Not today. Yesterday. I'm seriously. I'm too excited about this. All right. Fucking check this out. Who ever thought in your wildest dreams that you would see Twin Peaks action figures? That's fucking amazing. Is that not amazing?
I'm into them. And those are like the coolest characters too. They actually released a set. Like you would think that the three, like of course the Cooper would be the first one.
Yeah.
But the other 3 you would think would be like mail away figures. And that's what I like, that they released them first. Like Dead Laura Palmer.
Fucking Log Lady.
Yeah, and Bob.
The Log Lady. If they would have come out with the dancing little person, that would have been awesome, sweet. Man. But I just want to show you this Laura Palmer is in a fucking body bag with like can you see that, dude?
Yeah,
like that is fucking amazing. I love this thing. I'm a Twin Peaks guy.
Could you? I'm just curious. Could you pull her out of that? Like, is it
No.
all one piece?
It's one piece, but it's actually like
Badass.
they sculpted like one plastic into the other plastic, and then they had is a separate piece. But man, it is so cool. It's like I never thought in a million years that I would have a Laura Palmer fucking.
How do you
action
explain
figure.
that one to your kids, though? I mean, that's like, what do you say to that?
You don't.
Damn.
Yeah. Twin Peaks
The...
is I mean, could you imagine, like, I love Twin Peaks. You love Twin Peaks. All right, Fire Walk with Me is another story, but could you, because it was like a whole nother level of like intensity.
Sickness, yeah, it's just ill and, you know.
Yeah, it makes
abuse.
me feel dirty. It makes me feel dirty.
Yeah.
But Ryan, those are made by Funko, by the way. Could technically watch a couple episodes with. No, you couldn't watch that with children. Twin Peaks, like there's just
some
no
of
way.
them you could, and it would go right over their head because there's episodes that don't really. Yeah, you could watch a couple, and they would just be bored out of their head. But then there's others that like it would mess up their life forever. You know?
Yeah, forever.
So,
oh my God, they would become adults and they would have certain visuals of like that dancing little person in their head forever, and just Bob's face would just freak them out forever. These are made by Funko. I got these from Big Bad Toy Store, this set, and it was $30, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it was the best $30 I spent all week. But I love it. I just highly recommend it. Like, look, they're simple 9-point articulation figures, but I may never get another chance to own Twin Peaks action figures. I'm jumping on that.
Yeah,
shit.
something tells me though they're not going to go too far in that line. But
no.
But that's sweet. I love that they do stuff like that.
Are you excited for the new show?
Hell yeah, I am. I can't wait, man. I've been like trying to like look at every spoiler I could. I've been just digging up all the info I can find on it.
They just posted a new trailer. By the way, I'll send you a link.
I saw it.
Oh, you did see it with people talking and stuff, and like, okay.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
I literally watched it maybe a half an hour before we went live. So, I'm super excited. So did you get anything else beside this week?
That's all I got. Yeah, I mean, yep, that's
Can I show you this? I got this little guy.
Nice. How do you like him?
All right, here it is. This is the Legends class Bron. I actually like him, but it's like a tchotchke. Like it's kind of fun to fiddle with, but you know, it has no substance. Like I'm not a G1 purist. Like, I don't need my toys to look exactly like they did in the cartoon, but they did a pretty good job of like making him look like that. But like, he's so easy that like I can transform him right before your eyes. I kind of like him.
I say go for it, man. Give us entertainment.
All right, I will. Yeah. What do you think? I'm not already.
Well, you know.
I know what you're saying, but he's cool. You know what? It's funny because like they seem so expensive at like $10 a pop. By the way, I got these at Warp 9. Thank you, and I gotta thank them for something else, but we'll get to that. They seem so expensive, but like I bought also one of those. Like, have you seen those new like some of those blind box toys? You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Where they just come in like a little blind box and like it's a little tchotchke, and you know you collect
them.
Those
are $10 too, aren't they?
Dude, they're $10, right?
Yeah,
and people
insane.
are like Target has now the Great Lands Target near us. I don't think it's called Great Lands, but you know what I'm talking about. They have a whole aisle with them. They have the Mad Balls one. They have those Masters of the Universe ones.
I can't believe people get that shit. I mean, like I don't get it. Like not every toy has to be super expensive, but I mean, yeah, those are like Cracker Jack prizes, packaged.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's sort of what this is too. This is my Cracker Jack prize.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But you know what? I know I have to curtail some of the collecting, but you know, I just can't help myself. I saw Topspin today at a Meijer, but the paint was so fucking bad that I didn't even buy it.
What do you mean it was bad?
Dude, the whole face was jacked up. Nick sent a link that he had found it and he left it, and so I was like, all right. I'll go out that way, and it was bad enough where I was like, all right, I'm not even gonna get this. And
that sucks. You drove all the way across town to leave it. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that sucks.
It was. Should I have picked it up for you?
No,
I'm
man,
telling you,
no
like,
way. I mean, but that just sucks. Like, would you have bought it if the paint were better?
yes, I had it in my hand, and I'm going to be honest with you. I was in line. I was in line with that and your potential birthday gift. But so the lines were long, and I had it in my hand, and I just kept staring at it. And the face paint was so fucked up that I was like, if I buy this, I'm not going to be able to handle owning it, because it literally, like, the whole part between the nose and the mouth was all just scratched up. It
Oh,
was
that sucks.
it would have been fine. I know it would have been fine if it was on his like arm or foot, but it was on the fucking face. You know, you
That
can't.
sucks, man.
Yeah, it does suck, but it sucks because like what all we went through in the last like couple months trying to find those fucking deluxes at Walgreens.
Yeah, but
and we would have
we
done.
stopped every day for months, both of us. Like a month, good flat month. That and yeah, that pissed me off, man.
No, we were serious.
I'm still pissed about it. To actually, I won't even look for him anymore. So
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how I felt, but I did go out and look for it, and fuck it. Yeah. I mean, so this is all right. So back in that, and then I also got this, and I do want to mention this. All right, thank you. All right, everyone, has their own local comic book shop. The one that we have a bunch, but the one I go to, and I'm gonna give them a free fucking plug, is Warp 9, because Cyclops is the Marvel Legends figure in the new X-Men assortment that everybody wants. And I told them that, my son was sick and I couldn't get up there, and they said, we'll take care of you. And like, that's amazing, because and they charge retail. Like, that's the big thing, is they didn't jack this guy up to $35 or $40. Like, they sold to me for retail, and that's amazing. So plug to Warp 9 if you're in the Detroit area. Those are great guys, and that's my plug, but no one's here to listen to me plug. But I love this costume. I'm a sucker for 1990s comic book costumes.
well, he's definitely
Your
better than Shatterstar. No, but I like that. I like that Cyclops a lot. That's probably my favorite. So
yeah. No. I mean, but okay. So you don't like Shatterstar, like, but in general, like the 90s costumes, in or out?
oh man, sort of in. I mean, it's like I liked looking at '90s books, but I hated reading them because like the '90s just like marked my exit. Sort of like at that time, I liked all the Bronze Age stuff because I don't. But I do like it. I like the aesthetics of it. I do.
Okay. All right. So like,
I like pockets and like
yeah.
very sort of almost military looking, or
yeah.
everybody, all that superheroes had that military look to them,
Right. Like they gave Punisher a couple more satchels, and
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I wasn't into the one thing about Punisher that they added that I wasn't into in the 90s was the trench coat. Like, I didn't like.
Yeah, I
my
hated
Punisher
that too. I agree with you. I didn't like it either.
Yeah. I mean, the Punisher with the trench coat just didn't work for me. I liked Gambit with the trench coat.
But he
Gambit
started
was cool.
with one.
Yes,
So
that's
I mean,
true.
he like invented the trench coat. So
he did. You're right. And look, you got to be a superstar if you can wear purple, blue, and black, and a trench coat. To pull that off,
yeah,
you got to be special.
and a mask that covers nothing. His mask shows his whole face. I mean, that's like so gratuitous, but why not? All it does is hold his hair out of his way.
Is that what that is? That, you know what? I never thought of that. Was that what that was for?
I think
Was
so.
that to hold his hair out of the way?
Yeah.
Oh my! I never even thought about the fact. And then he had like lines on. I mean, like, it was a pretty ornate costume. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. Like, superheroes have their underwear on the outside, and they're pretty like bizarre. But like in the 90s, like they got pretty layered.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to like consciously like put on purple, blue, and then black, and then with these lines, and then like you said, the headgear without any functionality, and then on top of that, you had to put your trench coat over it.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder
fantastic.
who picked this color palette. I mean, do you think he picked it himself, or...
Dude, there's got to be like a superhero costume factory, right? Kind of like where you like You go in, you give them your superhero name, and then you give them your powers.
Mutation, yeah, and they're like, well, we think that'd be sort of sweet, actually.
Right. We think your color combinations are powder blue, magenta, and black. Wait, I'm not done. Let's put a brown trench coat over that. Like, I mean, that'd be awesome.
And some pockets, just because it's the 90s, you know?
Yeah. And Chris says 90s Bishop, like the dreadlocks everywhere, like dreadlocks in the 90s.
His hair was huge. He was sweet, though. I liked Bishop.
Dude, Brian, do you remember when you got dreadlocks?
Yeah,
Can we talk about that?
Hell yeah, man. They were
so circa 1996. When Counting Crows were at a peak, and I always get told, by the way, that I look like Adam Derwitz from Counting Crows, and that's like the one guy where I'm like, all right, I see it. But anyways, so back to the dreadlocks. So just one day you went to a place called Babes and Braids. Am I correct?
Yeah, you are correct.
Right? And you got fucking extensions.
Put pictures up next week, man. They're sweet.
Dude, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then I remember maybe a week later, you were still in high school, and I was a grade above you, and I came over and I was hanging out with your brother and George, and you went to bed. I don't know why you went to bed, but okay. Anyways, you had school the next day, and then all of a sudden you came out of your room, your bedroom, with a handful of fucking dreadlocks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dude, they were itching me.
I was like, holy shit. Things hurt, man. Like because I remember they only lasted for like 3 weeks, but go a week without washing your hair and see what it does, man. I mean, it was intense. And I remember I had a legitimate afro when I pulled them out, which was even better.
Yeah.
That was the best part of it.
Dude, that was amazing. Yeah. You got to get pictures of that. That was amazing. And again, that was seriously fucking balls. Like, you fucking went into Babes and Braids and you fucking did that. The 90s, man, the 90s. You gotta love it. So what would you think what would your superhero costume colors be if you were to, like, what would be your power? You have any idea? Is that a tough question?
I think I could, like, piss people off, probably. Like, I could just look at them and they would automatically be so infuriated they wouldn't be able to. They'd lose their temper. That would be my power, I think.
That you would lose your temper?
No, that I would make people lose their temper.
You know what? I could see that.
I could just, like, I would touch them, like, and they would, like, automatically just be so pissed they couldn't handle it and have to leave, or, like, maybe offend them or something like that.
What would be your colors?
That's a good question. Maybe, like, I don't know, maybe yellow and green, or like hot dog colors or something. I don't know, something gross. So
I definitely think I'm gonna pick your colors as olive green, and it's not just because you're wearing olive green today, but I'm thinking olive green, black, with a hint of maybe like a little bit of yellow in there.
Mm-hmm.
Fair? Yeah.
Just enough to clash, you know? Like, yeah.
Hey, we got a fan from Chile out there. Chile, is that how you pronounce it? Fucking all. What time is it there in Chile? And are we insulting you by pronouncing it that way? I'm curious. All right, you do that when you what? All right.
Captain Offender. I'd be Captain Offender. Yep. Good call, Michael.
Captain. That is a good call. That is a good call. Yeah, I know. Someone's saying that we essentially regurgitate our conversations. We totally do.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, we talk about the same shit all the time.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah. Hey, we haven't talked about Brian's braids before. That's a new thing. And we did talk about the 90s superheroes because we were talking about Shatterstar. Love this thing though. Love it. Can
Hold
I
them up a little
it?
better.
All right. I do have a problem with them though. For anyone else who has this, like, come on, man, glue these fucking straps in place. These things on the legs, like, glue that shit in place. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Pretty shitty. That pissed me.
Yeah, it's just, I get it. Like, they're reusing all these old molds, but like this shit like just falls all over the place. Just
How much of a new figure is that? Like maybe 30% new and they're 70% rehashed, or?
I'm gonna say just the head is new.
All right.
The straps, and then the belt with this part right here. And then I think the figure itself, everything else is. So I would say that it's like 12% new. Does
Man,
that sound like a
he
pretty?
should have looked like that in the movies. He would have been a cooler character.
Yeah, but could you pull off yellow boots in a movie? You think?
I think you could pull it off. I mean, I think that looks less cheesy than the outfits in the Bryan Singer movies. Like those, like at least those have a little like substance to them, and it's not just some skin tight bodysuit. Like like those are just skin tight bodysuits in the movie. I don't know.
Yeah, I do.
Yellow
Why
boots is tough though.
Yeah, yellow boots is tough. Why is it that for some reason the garish I don't even want to say garish, but like the comic book outfits that they use in like the Marvel Studios movies, like Captain America, why do they seem to translate well? But then like the X-Men Fox movie, like the most recent one, Apocalypse, like that looked awful. Like, I mean, okay, I hate that movie, and I know that I've said it many times, and like I know that you're not as harsh on it, but can we agree that the Psylocke outfit literally looked like a cosplay? I mean, are the Apocalypse? I mean,
it's just the whole they got everything wrong. I mean, I just think the whole Disney they just nailed it. They nailed it,
but they keep nailing it.
They keep nailing it. They have that universe figured out, and they know how to do it. It just Fox doesn't, man. It's like they're not terrible movies. And when I say that, fine, Apocalypse, pretty bad. But but all the other ones compare a good one. Like take what was the one that came out before that?
Was that First Class or no? Or was it
Days of Future Past?
Yeah,
like that's considered probably one of their best ones. And if you compare that to Avengers, it just seems like it's struggling. Like it seems disjointed. I just think that whole Fox universe feels disjointed.
I agree, but I'll give them credit on one thing. I think the Deadpool outfit looked really good. Like it looked really good.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Well, Deadpool could even be an exception to the rule because I mean, I know it's the same universe, but it's not. It's R in an adult movie, And I don't think they knew it was gonna. I don't think they knew what they had their hands on when they made it. Which is why it's good. So
I agree. I mean, I liked Logan too, but Neo Thanos says like Thor's silly helmet, even like he's talking about Thor. Like even like Thor to me, I don't know if I'm contradicting his comment, but even the way that Marvel does Thor on screen, like I'm into it. Like who thought that you could pull off Thor's costume on the big screen
and make it work? Yeah, and it works perfect. It works perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good call, Paul. I'm with you about X2.
X2 was the best one. I think that they, old conversation, but I think Fox just needs to hand over X-Men's my favorite. I'm not a huge Marvel fan. I like Hulk. I'm not a huge Captain America fan. I like Spider-Man, but I think X-Men is where my love lies as far as Marvel goes, and I really want, show that thing off. But I can't believe you don't have them in robot mode because that's what I really care for.
I care. See, that's fine. I like the jet modes more, man.
Mm-hmm. So we got greetings from Serbia.
No shit, man.
Yeah, look at that.
Greetings from Serbia.
I apologize. I don't even want to say that I really don't know where that is. Do you?
No, you can admit you don't know where it is.
All right. I don't know where that is, but that's awesome. Thank you for joining us. But Marvel does have that right, and yeah. So what else we got? I want to go back a little bit. Someone said something about Rick and Morty figures because Ryan Ridley was here. Ryan, you better fucking get me an early set of those figures. I expect it. Funko, like they're getting like a full line of 5-inch action figures, and I swear to God, if we don't get an early sample of those sent to us, I'm gonna lose my shit, and rightfully so. I want a set of my Rick and Morty action figures, especially Bird Person. At least get me a signed Bird Person. It doesn't have to be signed because I'm gonna open it. Legion is an awesome show. I agree. Legion was an awesome show. I think it started out strong, and then it got a little in the mid. Did you watch Legion?
I haven't yet.
Whoa, you didn't?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I don't want to talk about it.
Don't talk about it, man. It's all right.
Oh, I think the pilot episode, which was done by the way, it was done by the guy who's done Fargo. I can't think of his name. Noah.
I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
That
he
he
did the
did a
first
comic
episode.
book. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, the first episode of Legion I thought was fantastic, and then I think it fell off a little bit. The first one was so weird, and I loved it. It was so out of mind bananas, and I respected that. And then it got a little conventional.
Yeah. How far is it into the season? Is it on season 2 yet?
No. It's just I think it was like 8 episodes for season 1.
All right.
Maybe even less. You should definitely watch it. I think episode like 2, 3, and 4 get a little soft, and then it picks up again and it gets good again.
Does it fit in the Marvel universe though? Like with?
Oh man, I think so. Yeah, but
you don't know.
Can I tell you? Can I spoil it?
Sort of.
Oh.
I mean, don't spoil everything.
All right,
but yeah, I mean, yeah, spoil it. I guess. Yeah, right, spoil it. Fuck it.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but let's just say the Legion is like, I guess it's an alternate reality, and he's like, all right, he's the fucking. I guess it's no secret because you read the comic books, but I guess he's the son of Professor X.
Okay, but
so
does he fit in with the Avengers with like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. universe?
No, because it's Fox. He's a mutant.
Okay.
Yeah. So he has nothing to do with that. I can't get into S.H.I.E.L.D. Everyone tells me it's gotten better though, but I can't. I've distanced myself.
I watched the first few episodes and I wasn't feeling it. My brother loves it. It wasn't for me.
I gave it 4. That's my rule. I'll give something 3 or 4. And after that, I don't care if you tell me that, oh, it's gotten better. Like I'm
too late.
Too late.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we did talk about Fargo last week. I watched the 3rd one. I didn't watch last night's, and it's good. I'm into it. Did you stop? Are you done?
Well, I've finished. I cleared the first 2 seasons like in a week, and then I watched the first 2 episodes of this season, and I'm behind. So I guess I got 2 episodes to watch, which I will probably do tonight or tomorrow. Right. I can't watch just one episode. I don't know how you watch it and then go a week. That just doesn't work for me, man.
It's tough. You know what? That's the thing is, that's why and this is gonna sound terrible. I'm gonna sound like a terrible husband, but I almost prefer it when my wife doesn't want to watch the same show as me. I enjoy watching with her, and I enjoy the common bond of liking the same show, but I am a slave to her schedule when that happens. Like, do you have to
watch it with her?
Right. So it's like, I'll be honest with you, I would have watched Fargo last night, but Stacy and I both are like, we're in on Fargo together, so I have to wait, and I will be respectful, and I will wait. And I think that's a rule. Like but it's tough because, like you said, like I don't like to wait.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the past with Laura, I'd just watch it twice, because I'd like, if I had to see it, I'd watch it twice, fucking. Like, that's what these are for, It's like, so.
Would you lie and tell her that you didn't see it?
It's happened. Oh, God, it's happened. But it's sort of hard with, like, Netflix when you're binging it because you can see what's been watched. So we've had some fights about that, but.
Right.
It happens.
Right. Oh, man. So what else is on your agenda? Anything that's you're going to Motor City Comic-Con next week, right? Are you excited for it?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm excited.
I'm curious about it. I mean, it should be a good time.
I'm excited. I mean, it's a pretty big show. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm sort of excited because the weather will be mild and stuff like that. I remember last year it felt like it was like 100 fucking degrees, like the whole time there.
Actually, I remember last year it being rainy and cold. It could have been the year before, but I remember like going out to Nick's truck and drinking beer, which is totally ghetto, but whatever. We went out to his truck and we slammed down a couple beers, and I remember it being like freezing cold.
Last year, it had to have been the year before. I was there last year. I thought, unless I'm just misremembering it, but
I think last year was like freezing cold because I think I remember, like I said, slamming beers and being like, "Oh, I'm too cold for this. I need to go back in," and whatever. I don't smoke anymore, so I'm not as like.
Outside sucks now. I miss smoke
Yeah.
I almost smoked one today. My God.
Oh no,
Yeah.
really?
I was,
Why? We just having a
yeah, not a rough day, just a busy day, and I just wanted a cigarette so bad. I resisted because my Laura would like leave me forever if I did. But my God, do you ever just crave one? Like you just want one so bad you don't know what to do with yourself, or are you
dude,
over that?
totally.
Yeah.
No, totally. Like the thing is though, is like I have I've completely come to the realization that like I have an addictive personality, and if I had one, it would eventually lead to being full on smoking, and I just don't know if I can go down that path anymore. Like it was such a tough habit to give up.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, like the weather gets nicer and shit is so stressful right now
Yeah.
that I'm gonna stay tough. But if there's ever been a time where I'm like, I want to fall off the wagon, this is now. I'll
I
tell
mean,
you though.
especially when you're out on a hunt for a toy. That's a great cigarette. Would you get it? Would you get that toy you've been looking for and you're on your way out the store into your car? That's the
Oh
cigarette.
man, I was
Fuck
always cup of coffee in the morning. Oh man, we gotta stop talking about
Coffee,
that.
cigarette, shit.
Mhm.
Yep. Man, I miss those days.
Yeah.
Will Wheaton rules.
Dokar.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of Power Man. Oh, I thought you were talking about the show Power Man. I was gonna say I didn't like that show.
I
Luke
hated it. I
Cage.
got 3 into that. Which I'm sort of worried about Defenders. It's going to be comprised of one really good show, one sort
Yeah.
of and then 2 shitty shows. Like, what is it going to equal out to? Like,
Did you watch Iron Fist?
no, I watched a couple. I couldn't do it, but I
I
did
could.
watch all of Jessica Jones, and I
Oh,
couldn't
you
do it
did.
either, but watched it anyway. I wasn't into it.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Iron Fist, and I said that I have like a 3 to 4 episode.
Yeah,
I couldn't even do it past 2. It was so bad, man. But
I agree.
I got with Luke Cage. I think it was, how many episodes was there? 10?
Think so.
I swear to God, I got 8 episodes in, and then fucking that was it. I was committed. And when you
Wow.
get 8, yeah. I mean, it's like I got that deep, and I just said, "Fuck it, I'm done.
I gave up Game of
I'm
Thrones
done."
at like season 5. I mean,
Oh, you should not give
no,
up
I
on
know
Game
I
of
didn't
Thrones,
give
dude.
up. I just forgot to start watching
Oh,
it again. And that was like, I don't know, what is it, season 7 or 8 now? Like,
I think
yeah,
so. The thing is with Game of Thrones is if you stop for a duration of
you got to
time, or
start
like
all
let's say
over again. I
you
know.
have to go back and you have to do that. Anyone out there? We've been kind of ignoring the chat. Anyone got any questions or anything they want to bring up? We just kind of been going. Do you like my fucking tight do? I don't know. I got nothing. I'm fucking.
Yeah, help us out, guys.
Alien Covenant. Yeah, help us out. We'll switch.
I'm
gears,
excited
and
for
then
Covenant. Covenant's
I
going to be
kind of am too
good.
now. The thing is about Alien Covenant, it's getting reviewed now, and the reviews are like, if
Which means
you're
it's
gonna
going to
like
be
it,
good. If they're saying
yeah, yeah,
it's going to be awesome. That's what I'm looking
yeah.
for a good That's what I love in a movie. That means I love them. Did you see The Void yet?
No, I keep like this week, like every time I had time to watch a movie, I keep thinking about it, but I'm like, I'm. You ever just like not wanting to commit to like a horror movie? Does that make any sense? Like,
No, those are the
I
only
don't.
movies I don't mind committing to.
I get a little like I have to mentally prepare myself, and you told me not to look up anything about the Void, so I don't even know what genre it is. And with you're pretty across the board with horror.
Yeah, I like
You
some
like
bad
all.
stuff. I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
This is not one of them,
and
though.
okay, but like I just like it's like if you I watched like the Green Inferno
Yeah,
recently, and like I liked it actually. I
mm,
wouldn't recommend it to everyone, but like you have to sort of mentally prepare yourself for that, right?
I think
Like if
so
you
because
don't.
it's ultra violent and it's like it's satirical and yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I mean it's so I don't know. I've done everything I can to look up anything about the Void. So I don't know what I should prepare myself for. Do I prepare myself for like a thrasher, like
No, I
slasher?
mean no, I like it. People say it's the best John Carpenter movie that he didn't
Oh,
make.
okay. Okay.
It's like watching Prince of Darkness. You know,
Oh, okay.
it's like it's that level. I mean, I love the shit out of it, but it's not that dark. It's
Okay.
not like I don't think it's that much.
It's not
It's a
like
downer or
torture
anything.
porn or anything like that. It's
No,
not
because
gonna.
I
Okay.
don't like torture
I don't
porn.
like that shit.
I think that's what ended Kevin Smith's career. That one he did.
The
What was it?
Walrus Tusk.
Yeah,
That was
that
awful.
movie. It was. Have you seen it?
I watched the first half of it, and that was
I
it. Like
hated it.
I did too, man.
Yeah, it was too. That was too much for me. That and like Human Centipede. But the problem is, I'll watch them and hate them.
I like.
I'll hate it as I
Yeah.
watch them. But
The
yeah,
Human Centipede, though, I give out like you handed me a copy of it, and this was like before anyone knew anything about it, and you're like, just put this in, and I watched it, and I appreciated it because it was fucked up.
yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna be honest with you. Like, I respect Kevin Smith because like he's at the forefront of this hobby or like the nerddom, but I don't like his movies. Like, I think Chasing Amy was the only movie of his that I was like, all right,
Well,
this is a cool.
I think he's at the forefront of this hobby
What?
because he has no career left. You know, I think if
Yeah,
you
but he
given
was
him a choice, he'd go back to making movies. So
yeah. Yeah. Dave, Valerian looks awesome. I'm super excited for that. And then you asked me if I was gonna cry if I lose the poker game. No, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna win because
I'll
come
sell you
on.
mine
I
for
mean,
$250 when I win. So
me, I
whoever,
wouldn't buy it for
eh.
250. Okay. The likelihood is you probably will win because you don't play poker that often. Not that I do, but like you came in that last time we played and you just took everyone's money. It was like that, like you hustled us or something.
No, this is good beginner's luck.
But I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna win it and I want to win it, but I want to say that Dave should win it because he's the biggest Power Ranger fan. But ultimately, fuck Dave, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, fuck him.
Like,
Yeah, I want
yeah.
to win it. I think I should win it because I don't know. No, I don't know.
I,
Dave deserves it.
I
Definitely, Dave deserves it over all of us.
Why does he deserve it though? Like, I don't know if he
Because
does.
Dave stuck with that Power Ranger stuff and he loved it, man. You know, I mean, like,
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
it fits his collection best.
But fuck Dave anyway. Just kidding, Dave. We love you. I remember you all thinking that the SOC Voltron was crap before you saw it. You held out hope. You are right. That is a good point.
I'm going to sit back. I didn't. I thought it looked fine.
Okay, when I was at San
Well,
Diego
you hated
Comic-Con,
it, yeah.
I was terrified. I saw it in person, and I didn't like it. And you're right. Like, I took it home, and I saw it at Nick's first, and I was like, whoa, it was glorious. So you're right. But the thing is I don't know, man. Maybe I just have more of a love for Voltron, so it adds that extra level. What do you think?
I don't know. I think the Megazord looks okay if you're into Megazords. It's not doing it for me. I don't think it looks bad. It's just like I didn't really know what to expect from all the pictures, and when I saw the toy for what I think it's gonna be, it doesn't. It's not humming to me. You know,
Yeah.
It's not calling out to be in my collection. So
hey, what's up with that? What's up with that Korean Voltron? Do you know what I'm talking about?
oh yeah, what the hell? What is that? I
don't
have
know,
no
but
idea. All I saw were the pictures you sent. Who?
Yeah. There's pictures floating around of this. I guess at some sort of Korean show. They showed off some new Voltron, and it's ultra stylized Voltron.
I think it's sweet.
I think it looks sweet too, man. Other than the chrome colors, they just look like they look a little knockoff with the chrome. But otherwise, like I'm in it, man.
It looks huge too, right? I mean, that thing's gonna be big, right?
Oh yeah, it looks like it's gonna be big. I have no idea what if it's licensed, but you know what? It's like that's exactly how I want when these companies or these like movies or these properties approach their old properties, and it's like, all right, how can we bring this to a new generation and still hold on to those old geezers who are so attached to what they've grown up with. That Voltron is a good example of how to approach it, right? I mean, it
Yeah,
pushes.
I didn't. I mean, do you? I didn't think it was that stylized. I mean, do you think it's more stylized than the Toynami, than the new Toynami?
I think it's probably equally, but it is more dynamic. Like I think it looks better than the new Toynami one. Like based on the pictures I saw, I just preferred the aesthetic more. I don't know. It was just like it was still. It had a lot of sharp lines to it. It wasn't rounded off. I don't know. I guess it probably is no more any less stylized than the Toynami, but it just worked really well.
Yeah.
With that said, like I kind of wasn't a hater on the Toynami Voltron. It was just that I'm a hater on Toynami. Like I fuck Toynami.
Yeah, fuck Toynami. They deserve every bit of bad luck they get. They have released one piece of shit after another. And it's like, sure, maybe they'll release a decent toy every now and then, but the majority of their stuff sucked.
Yeah, and they treat their customers like shit, man. I'll
Yeah.
never forget my first experience with them at Wizard World. Like they just like laughed in my face. Like I was just like a nerdy kid just asking a question. I'm like, do you think you'll ever come out with Robotech character action figures? And the guy was like, no, never happened. And I was like, okay. And I was like, Jesus, can't you just be like, yeah, no, I don't think it's in our
Well,
agenda
aren't they
right
now? That's a bad.
Yeah, well,
yeah, bastards.
they showed them at a toy fair or something like 2 years ago, but nothing's come out. And I said to myself, I said, you know what? If they come out, even though I don't want to support Toynami, like if they come out with them, I'm gonna buy them.
Yeah, it's just they've
like,
mistreated one toy line after another. But I guess part of it is Harmony Gold too. Just
right. Yeah, it's a terrible. Like they seem to be a terrible company. Harmony Gold seems to be a terrible production company as well. So you put the two together, and then you got fucking all sorts of shit. I'm not into it. But if they do come out with those 3 3/4 inch or 4-inch scaled action figures, I'm fucking on board. I hate to say it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's
yeah, you don't really have a choice for that,
Yeah, no. If I have a dream toy line, like if someone said to me, here's your opportunity to choose what gets made the way you want it, it would be to have an extensive collection of a 3 3/4 inch scale action figure line for Robotech new generation. And I'm talking like I want a Admiral Glover. I want like Claudia,
Colonel
like
Wolf
that would,
with removable sunglasses.
Exactly. Like that's the line I want. If anyone want to know what is the one I want, that. And I also want Galaxy Rangers too, but that'll never happen. But I mean, it's not about whether it's going to be happening. You remember Galaxy Rangers?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that was fucking awesome.
Yep.
Galaxy Rangers. That was a sweet theme song. If you guys have never seen Galaxy Rangers out there, put it on your list.
I wouldn't mind Masters of the Universe figures. Like the Dolph Lundgren ones.
Oh, movie ones?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Like just because the bad guys look pretty cool, I mean, who wouldn't want a Gwildor, Like
you can get actually. Not only did they make Gwildor in the vintage line, but those 4 Horsemen ones.
Yeah.
Scarlet. Or sorry, oops, that's wrong.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Say hi.
I know.
Yeah.
Ming doesn't come, so like I think she could be our new mascot. They made a Gwildor, and they also made what was the other? There was the other bad guys. The bounty hunters. What was the one
Chang,
metal guy?
It wasn't Chang. It was Kang, or it was one syllable.
Was there Sirad or
Sirad?
I can't remember his name, but they made him too. Bring back Mask. That's a good one, man. We've talked about.
I thought they were bringing back Mask.
They tease it. What they do is they're doing like posters like Mask, but they want to do this like Hasbro multiverse where they mix Mask, Rom the Space Knight, Visionaries, and like Micronauts all in this one like.
It's like
universe. Like why?
Yeah, it's like what happens when you mix shit? You get diarrhea, and that's what they're going for. That's terrible.
That's exactly right. Yeah, I mean that is terrible. Like if it can't support itself on its own, then just
yeah. Don't think combining it with shit is going to make it any better. That makes it worse.
I agree. You know, but I would love a new mask. But the problem is if they did come out with new mask toys, they wouldn't make them. They would not be superior to what they made before. They would look cheaper. Like they wouldn't make like realistic cars. First of all, you wouldn't get a fucking Camaro. You wouldn't get a Corvette or like a big semi truck. You would get vehicles, vehicles that looked sort of like real world vehicles, and then all the like windshields would be blacked out plastic.
Yeah, they wouldn't be transparent. They probably wouldn't be spring loaded.
Yeah, totally. So it's like just leave it alone. Like that's my thought. My thought is if you can't do better than what you did 35 years ago, then just leave it.
What if they could,
alone.
man? Like, what if they could? They wouldn't. It'd cost too much money.
I hate to be negative, but I don't think they would. I would like to think they would. Dino Riders was sweet. I think that would. Wheeled Warriors was cool. Can I be honest about Wheeled Warriors though? I much preferred the cartoon. The cartoon was so different than the toys. You remember the cartoon of Wheeled Warriors?
Yeah, I watched probably every one. Yeah, and they were unrelated
really
because it had like real bad guys where there were no bad guys in the toy. They were just they were like the bad guy vehicles were the bad guys. It was weird.
No, the toys were cool too, but the one thing I never understood is the bad guys were like seats. They were like plant seats. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
And like the good guys didn't have much personality either, but like at least they were like figural, where the bad guys were just like plant seats.
Yeah,
I didn't understand.
But and the cartoon was sweet, and I heard that's a hell of a line to collect because like if you get like the big base, I heard it's really sketchy about what it comes with. Like
why is that?
Just because it's not really like the documentation of what it came with is really hard because there's like variations of parts that only vary by color, and the pictures that come with it aren't really good enough to tell which version of the pieces you need. And it's like they didn't document it well. No, at least that's what I heard.
Yeah, no, I mean I think that would be a tough line to collect, but at least it's a small series. So if you decide that like, hey, I'm gonna do Wheeled Warriors, then you can fucking do Wheeled Warriors. Yeah. I have Starriors. Like I've got Starriors. I'm in it. I'm done. Like my Starriors collection. Silverhawks were awesome.
Starcom. Bring back Starcom.
But again, I don't think that they would ever be able to duplicate the quality and detail of those Starcom toys.
What if Bandai got it though? What if Bandai's like, we want to do Starcom, man. We want to hit up.
You mean
like they're
Bandai Japan?
Bandai Japan. They're like, we want to buy an American property that was sweet, that's forgotten about, that we're gonna make no money on. We're gonna do Starcom.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in. But isn't that sort of what the Diaclone line is? And I'm not. I can't.
Yeah, sort of. I guess.
Yeah. But you're right. You're right.
They fucked that line up too. Like where is it? They like where's the rest of it? Like what are they doing?
That's they came out with someone. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I feel like we kind of punked out on Diaclone because we were like hardcore in it.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like then but the thing is the reason why is because they just came out with these little
shitty little half new things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say they're shitty, but like they certainly they probably should have held off on these little tchotchke pieces and come out with another robot, and then in between, they could put out a couple more. But I think they just didn't. They weren't prepared. They weren't prepared for the second item. Like I can't pay $180 for essentially a retool of the same robot.
Well, I mean, even the first one was not worth $170 fucking dollars, and we loved that.
No, I did too. We loved
gave that thing a crazy review, but well, I mean, looking back at it, fuck you, $100.
Yeah, you're right, $100. I wholeheartedly agree, 100%. Okay, well, anybody, you got anything else, dude?
I got nothing, man.
Yeah. Well, I could probably just ramble on for like another hour, but I think we should probably wrap it up and save some information for next week. If you happen to be in the Detroit area, I think we're going to be at the Motor City Comic Con this weekend, slinging some. I'm slinging some toys at Motor City Toy Store. So come by and say hi, and we'll chat. And I want to thank people for coming and joining the chat. I also want to thank all those people who gave us thumbs down before our show even started.
Yeah,
That's
that was
awesome. I love it. You know, it's just like, I mean, if you look, we are not making any money doing this. If you don't like us, thumbs down doesn't make a fucking damn difference to us, because it's not going to affect our care.
Dude, you're giving it way too much attention. Stop.
Yeah,
it doesn't
absolutely.
matter. The simple fact that you know that we have thumbs down already scares me. You shouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep, don't pay
I mean,
attention to that.
Absolutely. If you don't like it, then just stay away from it. Like, your thumbs down benefits us nor negatively
Or just be a troll
positive.
and say shit in the chat room so you can at least start drama and we can toss your ass out. But just the
That's
thumbs
true.
down is no fun, man. Just, be it, man up.
Yeah, like,
Man up. Say some shit. You got something
I
to
agree.
say.
Come in here and talk some shit with us, and tell us how insult us on whatever physical or mental attributes you see. We're gonna be light on episodes next week, but we got one for you that should be pretty interesting. And if you don't have anything else to say, I'm gonna say until next time.
Nerd out.
Nerd out. I'm just